I'm here today with Mark Fancher from Shakespeare's Garden on Obtuse Road in Brookfield, and Mark is going to tell us a little bit today about how you can change over your summer planter and your summer window box so that it has a much more autumnal look to it.
Fall is one of my favorite time of the year, and we all think about fall as being about mums, and it is, but there's so many other wonderful plants that we can use with the mums, and I put some of my favorite plants here, and one of them is the Heuchera that I love using, and I also enjoy using Ornamental Grasses. This variety here is not a perennial, but the color and the texture is really wonderful for the fall. You can also use, this one is a perennial with the yellow color that will come back every year, and this is wonderful for fall planting in pots. One of my favorite ferns is the autumn fern that will get more, as it cools off and we get into the fall, it will turn a beautiful bronze color. And then the cabbage, the kale, I also love. You can get different sizes, the large one. If you have a smaller pot, there's smaller kale. What's nice about this is these will go right to the holidays. So you change your planter for the fall, you add these, it has the fall look. But when we get across and the other plants die out, now you can add greens and leave your cabbage and kale. The creeping Jenny is wonderful. It's a very hardy perennial that will come back every year, and it will cascade over your planters and give you a nice color. Regular sedum, which is also a perennial. The angelone is another one that I love using. Again, it's a perennial. So that when fall comes, I pull out my annuals, I leave the sedum that looks good, and then I start adding my fall plants. It's a chili pepper. They start off yellow. As we get into the fall, the orange and the red start showing up, and it's a wonderful piece. These are also ornamental pepper, a little more compact, smaller. They have little baby black pearls, and as they get bigger, they'll show a very intense burgundy red color. And I also have this plant here, Beyond Paradise, something new that we started growing, and I love the leaves, the color, very hardy to grow. Sometimes I'll add some Heuchera, hens and chicks into my fall planters just to give it a little bit of a different look. You can also, we always think of pansy for the springtime, but with the fall coming and cooler weather, this is also something you can use in your planters and add to it.
Here's an example of one of the planters that has been put together by the staff at Shakespeare's Garden. Included in it are ornamental peppers, the red, the yellow, the gold's coming out now that the weather's getting cooler. There is ornamental kale, mums, of course, which most people think of when they think about fall. Beyond Paradise adds a little bit of texture and color in the background, as does the tall, spiky grass. And cascading over the edge of the pot, there's a little bit of creeping Jenny. Mark can transform a summer window planter by removing spent summer blossoms and replacing them with fall plants like grasses, cabbages, kales, and ornamental peppers. In just a short time and with little added expense, he has transformed this planter from a summer look into a fall look. Many plantings in a summer planter can be reused when renewing a planter for fall. Here, Mark adds some colorful mums, a black pearl ornamental pepper to offset all of the green, and finishes it off with a pumpkin tucked into the foliage.
So many things you could do, and it just changes the look, but it allows you to keep some of the summer plants that you had and freshen your planters up for the fall.